It's been 25 years since one of my favorite childhood games released, RollerCoaster Tycoon. This was an incredible game for its time, and in the modern era, we have all kinds of games that have kind of come in and taken its place. Don't be fooled though, the RollerCoaster Tycoon community is still alive and well thanks to a project called OpenRCT2. So in celebration of the original RollerCoaster Tycoon's release, today I thought we would do a little challenge. I'll be playing through the very first scenario in RollerCoaster Tycoon history, Forest Frontiers. To successfully complete this park, we need to have at least 250 guests by the end of October year 1 and a park rating of 600. Here's the thing though, I'm only allowed to have one ride in the entire park, which is probably for the best because this place is not very big. I can still have things like food stalls and bathrooms, but we can only complete this with one ride. And that ride can be anything I want, so there's only one logical choice. My own roller coaster. I have no idea if this is going to be enough to get my park rating where it needs to be in order to be successful, but I guess we'll find out. For now though, we're going to keep it super simple. If memory serves, really stupid little roller coasters like this do exceptionally well in this game, so even this right here could be enough to keep people really happy and occupied. We'll go ahead and give it a nice generous little queue, set up our exit path, give it a name. I think we'll keep it at $2 for the admission price, but right now we just need to get this thing open because there are people that are about to show up. Because I'm gonna open the park now. I thought it was open already. By default, admission to parks is free. I'm gonna keep it that way for now. Maybe we can add admission later as we become more greedy and capitalistic. It feels pretty unfair to have people have to walk just ridiculously far to get to literally the only ride. So why don't we put some stuff to distract them, in between here and there. I used to put things kind of right along the path, but I've decided that it's kind of fun actually to have these little outlets where then you place like a food court of sorts. So we can put like the burger stand right here. Let's throw some ice cream next to it. We'll just do one of everything that we have right now. We'll get some drinks going. And of course, a bathroom, which is always tempting to charge for, but I won't do it. It just feels wrong. Maybe if we get a little more desperate. Now, this ride is pretty extreme, so we're probably going to want some different trash cans and decorations. People might need to just take a seat after this one. So we'll go ahead and we'll add some benches, some waste bins. And I think it'd be kind of fun to put like a little sign here. Give them a little bit of encouragement. All right, we have our first victims. Let's see what they think. Are they going to queue up? Yes. Okay, there they go. I think these are literally the first people to ride the coaster. There is this person who walked away though. What are their thoughts? I want to go on something more thrilling than literally the only ride. That is probably going to be fighting against us a bit. Because there's only one ride in the park, it's really crucial that we find a balance between thrill, but not, too much thrill, because there'll be people who run away, cowards, if you will. There they go. Are they going to scream on the way down? No. So as of right now, we have 67 guests and counting. The numbers are going up still, but our park rating, we're already there. The park rating, I think, needed to be 600 and we're already at 690. So yeah, that's actually really good. Hopefully that stays that way. We might need to hire some staff soon because even with just these few things, they're bound to start making messes. I'm going to hire a mechanic because we do have the one ride that might need some maintenance there. And then I'll hire 2 handymen and we'll just get them kind of over here to let them know like, hey guys, there's going to be probably some messes that you need to worry about. I think it's probably a good idea to get some security as well. And again, it's a small park, so maybe just the one, just to make people feel a bit safer. And I don't know if these entertainers ever help, but let's go ahead and throw down an elephant. It looks like it started raining in my park, which is a little bit frustrating because I don't think I've unlocked the info desk. That's where people can buy umbrellas. It should show up in here, but it's not there. So people might start leaving the park if they get a little too uncomfortable, and that's a bit worrying. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I think to unlock things like the info desk, you need to keep building stuff, and I'm refusing to do that. I just have the one ride. It might be time to update the ride soon, and the only thing is you can't pause the game and build out the ride. So we'll have to let the game run, which means all of these customers are going to be very disappointed because the only ride's going to be shut down as I add some stuff to it. All right, I've taken their money, and I think that's the perfect time to close down the ride, kick them all out, and begin editing once again. This time we're going to start the upward slope a little bit earlier, and we're going to go a lot higher. We'll do a sharp turn here, and then we'll go even higher. We'll do one more sharp turn, and then we are going to just dive straight down. We have some money, so let's go ahead and keep going. We're going to turn this way. We'll go underneath the coaster. I always love doing stuff like that. And then we are also going to go up yet another time. I'll throw in one chain here just to try and make sure they kind of make it up this thing, and then back down once again. It's not perfect, but literally just one of my favorite things to do is to just kind of vibe with the roller coaster editing tools for a bit, and I think that worked out pretty nice. Let's open the ride back up. Hold on, what's your problem? This park is really clean and tight. Okay, then why aren't you going on the roller coaster? Wait, why did you leave? There's a lot of people now rejecting the ride, and I don't really understand. It's pretty affordable, and they're all talking about how they're not hungry or the park is tidy, but no one's giving me any feedback on the ride itself, which is very confusing. Let's just see. Hold on. We never did a test ride. Is it going to make it up this hill here is my question. Oh, it makes it up easy. Look at that. Our guest count has also plummeted. We're down to 86. This is not looking good. This is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. This person's practically running away from the coaster. Literally, the only ride looks too intense for me. Okay, finally we're getting some feedback. So we have kind of went the opposite direction. Now we're only attracting thrill seekers. I think what I should do at this point is just kind of let things happen. I'm going to speed up time, and we'll just see if the guest count goes up. So I've been watching this for several rounds now, and I see that we're kind of capped out. We can't really get anywhere near the 200 guest mark. It's pretty flat. I could sit here and wait and hopefully trick enough people into coming into this park. But I mean, look, the queue isn't long enough. It keeps filling up, and we still have way too many people rejecting the ride altogether, thinking that it's too intense. So I think the next best step here is to slow down time again and then close down the ride for a bit and then try to re-optimize. I think maybe we're close to finding a good balance here between like thrill and chill. I'm going to try to remove some of the intensity here. I think maybe this second steep downhill was our downfall. So let me try something else. I think we're certainly allowed to have a steep downhill, but I think if we just go a little too heavy-handed with it, they're going to freak out. And I think we just connect it here. And that should help a little bit because we don't have a second incline, and that means this drop, it just can't be as tall. So it just comes down, it comes through here, down a little bit more. We go up again, and this might be the next place I target if they don't want to ride it. But I think this is probably good enough. I'm going to open the ride again. And we still have a lot of people rejecting it, it seems. It's too overcrowded here is new. Maybe I could, add some space and some benches or something. At this point, it feels like even more people are rejecting the ride than before. I'm not really sure what's going on, but there are a lot of people running away from this thing. I can't afford literally the only ride. Wait. What? The price is $11.60? I'm going to lower that, I think, significantly because the challenge isn't to get the most money, it's to get the most people in the park. So let's make this like $5. Oh, and right before my eyes, the queue is completely filled up. Let's just let this empty coaster finish what it's doing here. All right, we definitely need to do something about the queue because it is filling up. Even though people are rejecting it, we are getting people in. And look at that. Our guest numbers are starting to go up a little bit more. Okay, this is a good sign. Okay, I've made the queue a bit more ridiculous, and I think what we can also do, if anyone decides they would like to get some food or something, let's add a second food court and maybe bathroom and stuff right over here. Oh, and we did finally get the info desk, so I'm gonna pop that down. All right, there's our bathrooms done, and that's a lot of good stuff here. Let me go ahead and put down some more benches, a couple more trash cans. I don't think it'd be a terrible idea to just kind of have some lights going towards this coaster. What's really interesting too is people are giving us $9.20 to ride the coaster as well. So the admission price changed itself back. I don't want that. I want it to be cheap. Yeah, it popped itself right back up to $9.20, which is pretty frustrating. There must be a setting somewhere. Honestly, I think I'm gonna leave it alone because I do remember now, I had the roller coaster decked out a lot more. And so the price was probably kept up at $11 when the coaster was a little more impressive. So me reducing it is probably all it needed. There's probably not too many people rejecting it for its price, although this person just did. Yeah, they're saying they've run out of cash and they can't afford it. I guess if they've run out of cash, that's not really my fault. In other news, we're in bad shape because it is August of year one, and we need to reach 250 guests by October year one, and we're running out of time. So that's not too many more guests than what we have now. We just need to figure out a couple more things to get people excited to come here. It feels like all I can really do is add more food courts. I don't know if this is going to solve the problem, but I don't have anything else to add. It's too restricting having only one ride. This is way more ridiculous than I thought. I do think what's making this even more challenging isn't the fact that I have the one ride, but it's the fact that the research I feel like depends on you filling up, your park with a bunch of rides, and then things start to unlock. It's not like I haven't unlocked anything, but we were just kind of hoping to add more kiosk-style things rather than rides. The good news is we did break 200 on the guest counter, so I could speed up time a little bit more, which is kind of a dangerous proposition, because if we autopilot this too much, we could lose. But the number is going up, and we are still in August for now. And now that it's early September, I think I just need to slow down a bit. 222 guests. As long as people don't leave in droves, we should be in good shape. I'm going to add a little more to the queue, because if people can't get on the only ride, they're going to leave. So let's go ahead and just do this real quick. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. If people can't get to the ride at all, they're going to leave. There we go. I'm sure we turned away some people from accidentally ruining the path. They'll never come back. Or will they? There we go. Yeah, you're going to need to go that way now. Sorry, folks. We are getting dangerously close to October. What is going on? Our park rating, we're doing totally fine. That box is ticked at this point. I don't think there's anything we can do to drop this dramatically, but this is where we're at. 25 more people we need. So I think it's time we do a bit of an advertising campaign for the park. Let's go ahead and run it for 3 weeks, and hopefully this gets some new people in. We can also set up vouchers for free rides on a particular ride, so how it literally the only ride, and throw that up there too. This very well might be our cheat code to getting the 250 people we need before the end of the month. I guess we have a little more time than I thought, because generously the objective is to have this at the end of October. So we do have a little more time. If we hit October, not all hope is lost. But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I've sped up time, the number is going up, and we did it! 250 people at the end of year one with only, literally, one ride. And look at everybody clapping, they're so happy. And look, we can even give our scenario a name. And I think this is fitting. If you want me to try some more intense challenges with this game, let me know in the comments. I just wanted to do something fun and silly for 25 years. Whether I follow this up or post one of my other challenges I've done in a similar game, that'll be on the screen now for you to enjoy. Go check it out, and we'll see you next time.